Remembering Connecticut. Salmon Rock. In the early 20th century, a new type of mass entertainment swept Connecticut: the amusement park. One of the most popular was West Haven's Salmon Rock. On a summer weekend, thousands of pleasure seekers came to speed along the tracks of the roller coaster, plunge down water chutes into a pear-shaped lake, vie for prizes at the shooting gallery, and gulp hot dogs, peanuts, and beer. They thrilled at daredevil acts, laughed at vaudeville shows, and cheered at baseball games. The frolicsome crowds, the glittering concessions, and the mechanized rides earned Salmon Rock distinction as the Coney Island of Connecticut. Until the 1870s, Salmon Rock was a genteel seaside resort. Then, the owner of New Haven's horse-drawn streetcar line started building attractions there in order to boost his passenger business. A baseball park, a bandstand, a fountain, and a pier were soon joined by a small man-powered carousel, the first mechanical concession. Commercialization quickened at the turn of the century, and visitors began arriving on clanging trolleys powered by electricity. They gasped as an electric fountain sprayed rainbow-hued streams of water into the air. In 1903, the luminous White City opened, and in the following decades, Salmon Rock grew by leaps and bounds. The Midway Games, food vendors, and shows beckoned. An air of gaiety prevailed. In 1913, the New Haven Register described the park's halcyon days.
Yep, we've been there with bells on, and so has every other person who was ever a boy or girl in and around the vicinity of New Haven. On a Sunday afternoon, you jump on a trolley at the green, stand up on the running board, immaculate in your white flannels, new straw hat, and tan shoes. Then it's a joyride for a nickel a throw to Salmon Rock.
As long as his money lasted, the fellow treated his onlyest ever could-be girl to 5-cent hot dogs, a movie, a turn on the Ferris wheel, and maybe a ride on the brand-new racing coaster that soared 50 feet into the air and coursed over a 2,800-foot-long track. Hap Lasky remembered taking the trolley down from Waterbury.
Well, there was dancing, there was roller skating, there was swimming. I'll bet at least 50% of the younger people went to Salmon Rock on a Sunday because they used to run about 7 or 8 special cars, maybe 10 special cars, take them down to Salmon Rock.
Remembering Salmon Rock is more than an exercise in nostalgia. Its amusements and their wide appeal alert us to important social, economic, and cultural changes occurring a century ago. Electric trolley systems provided inexpensive excursions for Connecticut's growing urban population. Middle-class and working-class people had more money to spend and more time for leisure. And the mechanical amusements made use of the very technology that spurred the state's industrial growth. Salmon Rock's popularity also illustrates changing tastes in recreation. The generation coming of age in the early 20th century wanted entertainment that was more exuberant, daring, and sensual than their parents had enjoyed. Salmon Rock survived into the 1960s, but by the mid-1930s, some people were already noting its decline. In 1935, one concessionaire complained,
It's all nickel and dime stuff now. Time was when trolley used to run 'em down here, 10 and 12 in a line, people hanging all over the sides. And the Salmon Rock police station was the liveliest spot in town. Those were the days. People wanted a good time, and they bought it.